Hey Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. This is Bernadette from Burn Stitches. Happy Monday, everyone. I just got back from Charlotte, North Carolina yesterday. I attended the Queen City Stitch Retreat featuring Mirabilia, and it was amazing. I don't know where to start. It was basically my very first retreat, and it felt amazing. Like I can't find the right words. Like I said, this was my very first retreat, so I wasn't sure what to expect. I knew that I was gonna be seeing some of the friends that I've been talking to for a while, and that was amazing, seeing them in person and being able to hug them and basically talk cross stitch all day. But it definitely exceeded expectations. Maggie, Kitschy Whips, and Amy from Fiber Arts, Amy did a phenomenal job with the retreat. Like, I really can't emphasize how amazing the entire weekend felt. They were just as fun, just as amazing, just as, I don't know, I can't describe it. They're just so amazing. Everyone was so welcoming. Every time I see a stitcher, everyone says hi to each other. So it was a very welcoming environment, and I was very happy about that. So yeah, basically this video is going to be my Queen City retreat recap before it falls out of my head. I just got back yesterday, so I'm still a little bit tired, but in a good way. I had so much fun that I basically did not really sleep the last 5 days, just because I had so much adrenaline coming. Okay, so basically, for those who are not sure what the Queen City Retreat is, basically it was a retreat, again, put together by Maggie and Amy, and it was a Mirabilia theme retreat. So it was in Queen City, which is Charlotte, North Carolina. It was basically a whole weekend filled with a lot of cross-stitch activities. There were some really fun games that were Mirabilia themed that Kathryn from Needleberry Stitcher helped put together. There were basically we had so many sponsors and donors that every single one at the retreat won a giveaway, which I've never been to a retreat before, but I feel like that's unheard of, where everyone actually comes home with something. So that was amazing. I will show you in a bit what I ended up winning on the giveaway. And then on top of that, there were some special patterns that or like bundles or things like that you can buy extra raffle tickets for. And you can, you know, buy and put your ticket in to see if you would win these extras. And that was also amazing because all of the proceeds from the raffle went to the animal shelter that's local in Charlotte. Forgive me, I don't remember the name of it, but that went to a really good cause. We actually ended up collecting about, at least I know it was over $5 grand. So that was amazing. That was like all pure cash from everybody at the retreat. It was amazing. Alli from Alli Z Crafty basically helped with that one. So that was really great. I did purchase 20 extra tickets because I wanted to see if I could win the Courier's set from Nora Corbett. These were basically the reindeers, the the 8 reindeers plus Rudolph plus Santa's sleigh. Unfortunately, I didn't win, but I was okay with that because it did go to a good cause. But yeah, like I said, everything was just magical. You're gonna hear me say that a lot because it really was. I was so happy. My voice is semi giving out, so I need to rest my vocal cords for the rest of the week because I am going to another retreat at the end of this coming week. I'm going to be at Stitch West in Salt Lake City, so I need to get some rest after this. But anyway, so let's see. So I live here in the Bay, so I actually flew out Wednesday morning, so that because the retreat starts Thursday at 3 p.m. But if I were to leave Thursday, I wouldn't get in until about 4. And so I didn't want to miss anything. So I ended up flying the day before. So I flew in Wednesday. I got in Charlotte at about 3 o'clock. Yeah, flight was good. I flew American Airlines. It was all right. The seat was so tiny. I was supposed to actually work while I was on the plane. It was a 5-hour ride for me. But when we got to our seats, the pilot was like, okay, I have some bad news. Which when he said that, I was really nervous that, like, you know, there was gonna be a delay. But then he's like, oh, we received a plane with no Wi-Fi. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I actually just thought like I didn't want any delays in getting there. I didn't end up stitching because it was so tight. I was elbows to elbow with the dude next to me, and so there was no way that I'm going to stitch. I was on the aisle, and also the guy next to me kept drinking soda, so like every hour he would need to use the restroom. So I had to keep going up in my I kept having to get up from my my seat. But it's fine. I ended up watching Downton Abbey, and I slept for the first part because I was really tired. Because I basically had to be up by 4:30 and leave by 5 so I could get to the airport. Yeah, and yeah, I watched Downton Abbey. It was good. Landed into Charlotte. I had to gate check my bag. I was originally just going to do a full carry-on, but because I was boarding group 7, they said I needed to, if you have like a rolly backpack or rolly bag, to gate check it because there might not be enough space for the overhead bin. So I gate checked it. I was a little nervous because my finishes were in that bag, but it was fine. I gate checked it, but then when I got to Charlotte, usually the last time I gate checked my bag, when I got off the plane, it was already outside, like right where the walkway is with the strollers, but I didn't see my bag. And so I panicked a little bit. I was like, where's my bag? And the guy said like, oh, I think you just have to grab it from baggage claim. So I went to baggage claim. It was kind of a far walk, but it was fine. I did end up finding my luggage. It wasn't in the carousel where the flight is. It was actually next to it. And luckily I found it because I was like, where are the bags? Well, they weren't coming out, but then when they started coming out, I couldn't see my bag. But then I heard someone say like, hey, I think our bags are over there. I think that's where they put the gate check bag. So I went to the other side and I found my bag. It was already like out and everything. So grabbed it, took Uber to the airport, to the hotel. And yeah, I was so excited. Since I didn't work on the plane, I did have to work when I got out because I didn't take any time off for the retreat. So as soon as I got to the hotel, I checked in. I went to Bojangles. I have been looking for, okay, don't laugh. we don't have Bojangles here in the West Coast, okay? We have Chick-fil-A and Popeyes, especially in the Bay. I live in an area where we support local versus versus chain restaurants, which I'm totally cool with. I actually prefer local, but you know, there's sometimes I have like a hankering for something. Anyway, I was really excited because I've heard good things about Bojangles, so I have a bunch of funny story about Bojangles. So I went, checked in, picked up Bojangles, I went back to my room. It was amazing. The chicken biscuit was amazing. Anyway, and then and so when I landed, I you know, I took it off airplane mode, and I got a message from Jordan that unfortunately her flight was canceled. And so I was really bummed. Her and Rocio ended up catching the flight the next day, so they missed out on Wednesday. Why I was really bummed was because we scheduled a tour in the morning, Thursday morning, for like a golf cart tour of Charlotte. So I was really bummed that they missed it. Viator was also really annoying, and they wouldn't let us get a refund. Anyway, even though like I sent in like their cancellation, because we ended up calling them, and they said like, oh, show us the, you know, basically show me the receipts that the flight really was canceled. You're not just trying to get out of the tour. So I sent them the documents, but then like the actual tour group claimed like, oh, Viator said that you never sent it in. So it was really annoying. But what ended up happening was we just, so we had like two tour seats that were not filled because Jordan or Rocio weren't gonna make it, but we ended up subbing one of them for, we ended up having Janet from Janet Jabber come and join us, so that was really fun. So on the tour group was me, Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher, Sarah of Memphis Sarah E, and Janet of Janet Jabber. So that was really cool. I've never actually talked or met Janet, so that was really fun getting to know her. I'm also super excited because I love Sarah. We've been talking for like the past year, so it was so great. Anyway, so yeah, we were trying to figure out the whole tour thing Wednesday night, and then finally Amber gets in, and then we went to grab dinner, and it was like, it was so surreal meeting her in person, like seeing her wait for me in the lobby. I was like, is that Amber? And you know, it was like a lot of squealing. Okay, and then that night we were like, hey, let's go grab dinner somewhere. And she's like, oh, I want to try Bojangles. So I said, okay, yeah, sure. I got it for lunch, but I'll try something else so that I'm not getting the same thing. So we tried to go to Bojangles. It was 9 o'clock. We got there and the door was locked. We were like, why is the door locked? It says they're open until like 10 o'clock. And we were like trying to like push the door. We were like, maybe it's not really locked. And no, there was like nobody there. And then, but then we saw people in the driveway, and I like tried to like walk up to it like as if I'm a car, but it wasn't triggering it. And we were standing there, and this guy comes around in his car and started going like, hey, like they're not taking any orders. There's something wrong with their tablet and they can't even like do it manually. But yeah, like there's no chicken. So we ended up just going back to the hotel and ordering food there. And while we were there, that's where we met like tons of people for the retreat. It was amazing. It was like we met, I met Alma from the Tattooed Reading Owl and her husband. I basically met Kathryn from Needleberry Stitcher, Alli from Alli Z is Crafty. Who else? I met everyone. I met Maggie, Kitschy Whips. So I was heading to the bar to order, and all of a sudden Amber started squealing, and like there's like a lady like she was squealing at, and like it didn't register in my head. I was like, who the heck is she talking to? And then all of a sudden this lady started squeaking. I was like, Bernadette! And then I like looked and I was like, who is this? And then it registered in my head. I was like, oh my god, Maggie. I was not expecting Maggie. I was like, oh my god, Maggie, you're so tiny. You're tiny like me. Yeah, it was so funny. Oh, I love it. But yeah, so I met Maggie. I met a lot of people. I'm sorry if I like missed anybody. But yeah, we ordered, and then I was telling Sarah what happened, and then she came by, and she came by with Lisa from Cross by Floss, and I ended up meeting her there. It was pretty fun. And then yeah, we ended up just like staying out. I think we ended up going back up like midnight and then went to sleep. And so that was day 1. Day 2, in the morning, we did the tour. So Sarah graciously offered to drive us. She's so funny. She's like, I got a clown car, you guys. And it was like this really tiny Mitsubishi car that she ended up renting. It got us there, okay? So I think it was fine. But the tour was so fun, the golf cart tour. The tour guide that we had, she actually lived in San Francisco for a while. So when I was asking her questions, it was like nice because she was able to tell me what the comparable thing was. So for example, like one of the buildings was the energy company out there in North Carolina. And so when she said it, she was like, oh, it's kind of like a PG&E. So totally understood what that, you know, like what that is. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Charlotte was cool. My favorite part was when we went through the historical houses. They were so nice. They were so nice. I love old history. I love old houses. Those houses are so beautiful. There's like stained glasses. There's like one house that was like, I guess during the, I don't even know what era that is, but Prohibition maybe. Like basically, if there's like a lantern outside the house, and they said like, oh, if it's like lit up, it means there's like moonshine available in like a hidden compartment, and like you drop your money and you get your moonshine, you get out of there. So and if it's like lights are out, that means, you know, you just gotta go back another day. So I thought that was really cool. They said that the houses was actually bought out by a bunch of realtors, so they have the fire going just for aesthetics. But I thought that was really cool. Yeah, Charlotte is beautiful. It's very green. So there's going to be a retreat again next year. So if you want to visit next time, if you didn't get a chance to go this year, I definitely recommend the going next year. It was really fun. So, and then, sorry, I'm not very organized. I'm still really tired. So I'm sorry if like my story is all over the place. But after the tour, we ended up grabbing lunch at this place called Mertz. It's like a southern restaurant. It was really good. The fried chicken was so good. It was really popular. I guess Guy Fieri was there several times from Diners, Drive-In, and Dives. And then a bunch of like old presidents used to go there, like former presidents. And then whenever there's like a Broadway show, I guess like a lot of the Broadway stars go there to eat. So that was really cool. And then I had to be back at my hotel by 2 because I had to start working, jump on a call, and all of that stuff. So the retreat started at 3, and because I was going to be on a call, I've asked Amber to reserve me a seat, and same with Jordan, since she wasn't going to be there in time. Rocio at that time has already come, so she was already there. We ended up reserving like tables close by, so you know we can all like mingle and all of that stuff. So 3 o'clock came. It was really fun. We got to we got our like welcome packet. There was a like a name tag. I'm gonna show you all of that right now. There were so many goodies this entire weekend that I had a hard time packing for Sunday's flight going home because my thing was packed. So first of all, everybody got their own ID badge that we wore. So this was mine, the lanyard, like it says Queen City Stitch Retreat, and then it has like your name. So mine says Bernadette Burn Stitches. That was really cool, and this was actually very helpful because, you know, sometimes people, like sometimes it doesn't register in your head that this is like the person that you were talking to on Instagram or like whatever social media. And like it was so cool like seeing people that like I recognized but they're like social media handles. So that was really fun. So that was that. And then we got like this really large tote bag that came in handy. And it's branded Queen City Stitch Retreat. And inside were tons of goodies. So we actually, inside is this really nice notions bag full of goodies. So it says again, Queen City. I was very impressed that it's like, they got this all like printed and everything. So inside the goodie bag were a lot of good stuff. So we got, sorry, there's like so much. So first of all, there is a needle minder that came. This is huge. So that was really cool. Queen City. And then inside there is a needle, a beeswax, which when I read from the packet, this is from Oak Crown Studios, which is actually Amy's company. Fiber Arts Amy came out with her fabric line, and it's Oak Crown Studios, so that was cool. Also came in, it comes with scissors, which is amazing in case yours was taken by security. That was really good. It was really pretty. And then inside are goodies for our retreat piece. So these were, mine's a little tangled, but here are the flosses that were needed. These were the water lilies that were needed for the retreat. So this is bittersweet and apple blossom, and then here's a piece of Krynic, which is really cool. And then on top of that were, I got like these beads, and I also found these. I don't know if this came from the pack or this is mine and I stuck it in there. I actually can't tell, but I found these inside my notions bag. These are 2 pieces of Krynic. So that was really cool. So that was inside the bag. There's also, sorry, there's so much stuff. It also came with like this gigantic tumbler, Queen City branded again. It has like a really cute, like, it's very cute. It has like glittery straw. So this was really nice, especially if you didn't bring your own like water like container. So this came in very handy. I didn't use mine because I did bring my hydro flask, but I made sure to take it home because I'm gonna take this to my office and use it because I don't drink enough water when I go to the office. So this is gonna come in handy. What else? And then in every chair that we have, on every single chair, this actually came out. Let me see if I can, yep. But, oh, okay, I give up. In every single chair, there was the the packet for Clean City. It was so organized, this packet. I don't know if other retreats have that, but I thought this was cool. Basically, it tells you like what's in your bag. It has like, talks about like the freebie table, group pictures. This also came with like, this came with like 3 free Mirabilia patterns from Mirabilia.com that they printed out in here. So there's like Bumblebee, there's Leilani, the hula dancer, which is like super cute. And then there's Gold Butterfly. And then there's like a page with all of our donors. There were quite a lot, so that was amazing. Like the amount of like goodies that we got were insane. And then talks about the raffle tickets. So okay, so the raffle proceeds went to the Charlotte Mecklenburg Animal Care and Control. So that was really fun. There's like a small bio of Nora that came in here too, and like a list of like places to eat, things like that. And then what was really cool is then this was in our bag, and this was our Mirabilia retreat pattern. So basically Nora Corbett designed a retreat piece specifically for this. So this was really fun. Katie, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she does amazing conversions. She helped put this together into a chart. So that was amazing. And then, yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, it came like this. It's really pretty. I'm so excited. So that was basically when we got to our table. So I was in table 4. My table mates were Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher, Jordan, Tattooed Stitcher, Sarah from Memphis Sarah E, Lisa from Cross by Floss, Denise from Black Ribbon Studios, and Deb. Deb doesn't have Flosstube, but she does have an Instagram. She is Stitches of Heritage. So it was a really fun table. I ended up getting to know them so well. It was really fun. Oh my God, Denise is hilarious. I love her and I already miss her so much. I laughed so hard this entire weekend. I was like crying. I felt like I got a good workout because I kept laughing so hard. My ab muscles were actually aching. That's how hard I was laughing. So yeah, and then these were like basically the retreat goodies. And then we received, like, so many people were like leaving gifts on the table. So that was really fun. I'm gonna show you. So and I'm sorry if I don't get everyone's names. This is just basically based on like if there was like a name. But there was like this lady that was passing out these cards that are basically like a floss card. So I picked one that's like a bunny. It says Creative Child Games in the back. That was cool. This one is from Sarah. She was giving out these scissor fobs, and of course she's from Tennessee, Memphis, so it has like an Elvis in it on mine. It was really cool. She made this all by hand. She's so creative. What else? I got so much stuff. Let's see. Oh, part of that goodie bag from this goodie bag, there's like this. It came with like a Krynic metallic color chart, which was really cool. Comes with more Krynic. And this one, this is from Witchelt. Basically, it came with like this pack of variety glass seed beads. which is really cool. Yeah, it's just like this random pack of Mill Hill beads, but that's really cool if you ever want to make like bracelets, things like that. And then it came with this Mirabilia Memos assorted postcards. So I've actually haven't seen this yet, but oh, these look like the photos from the when you buy charts. So this is Fairy Moon, Butterfly Fairy. I believe this is Woodland Fairy, Mother's Arm. I don't know which one this is. Something Goddess. Can't remember. Touching the Autumn Sky. And then the little babies. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, that came from Rocio. That was again part of that the tote bag. Sorry, it was a little out of place. It's just like I said, there were a lot of stuff, so that was really cool. And then I got a bunch of like a bunch of people have left their, you know, left goodies on the table, so I'm gonna try to get what I can. So there's like this really cool thread bed. So this one says Queen City 2023. This was so creative. And this came, look at that. It even has like a charm in here. That's a crown for Queen City. If you don't know, Queen City is Charlotte, who is actually Queen Charlotte. So that was really cool. When we did the tour, they were talking about it, and it was like, hey, it's kind of like the story from Queen Charlotte of Bridgerton, except, you know, of course the Netflix series is more exaggerated, but it was pretty cool. But yeah, it was really cool. This came from Patty of Peppermint Cottage. This was really creative. And I actually really like the fact that this was the one that was on my seat, because basically this is very French, like very Paris. And I just came from Paris. If you haven't watched my video, I bought a bunch of goodies from Paris. So I thought that was really on point. I love it. So if this was just luck, I loved it. So thank you so much, Patty from Peppermint Cottage. This was really pretty. Can't wait to use it. I've been using thread beds lately, and I don't know how I lived without one. What other goodies do we have? I got these floss tags from Alli. Z is Crafty. It says, I like to party, and by party, I mean cross stitch. I mean, come on. This is on point. I also got, I don't know, I can't remember the name. Basically this person couldn't be there at the retreat, so she sent, she gave her friend all of these goodies that she made to pass out. I think her name was Marianne, but I could be wrong. I'm so sorry, but this is a really beautiful, like scissor fob. You can also use it as a scissor pull. It was really pretty. Please tell me if you made this. I would really love to know who made this. It actually also says made with love on it. Really pretty. This is gonna go on my scissors. There's that. I received a needle minder. It's from Susan Schaefer. It's a really cute needle minder. Again, it's a crown. It's beautiful. So thank you. What else? Deb from my table, she was passing that out. It's basically like a floss drop with like the rings, and then you get to pick, it's like a bunch of DMC. So I picked out the color DMC 920. I love this color, so I picked this one. Thank you so much, Deb. Really pretty. And then I got so much stuff. I'm like constantly trying to see what else I got. Janet made Janet Jabber basically was passing this out. Basically she asked, do you want a needle minder or do you want my experiment, which is basically this ring, so you can wear it. Oh, pretty. Basically this is like a bead ring, so you can put your beads in here while you like as a bead holder, so when you're like beading, like you can wear it. I'll probably have to wear it on this finger because I stitch like this so I can get it. But yeah, it's so pretty. I love it. Can't wait to use it on the next project I have with beads. But yeah, it's a crown. Thank you, Janet. What else? I got this one from Criminally Creative, Senior Tour 55. I believe it was her birthday this weekend and she turned 55, so she was passing these out. It was pretty cool. So yeah, pretty nice. Senior Tour. What else? We got so much. What else? I got this floss tag from Stitching Shorty. It's so beautiful, and it has these and this charms right here. It is so pretty. Can't wait to use that. Also got this pack. It has like nail file. Oh, this is from Lisa. Got like a nail file. There's like stickers, a floss wand, like a scissor fob again with the crown. It's so pretty. There's also, she made a lot. There's also like this maple leaf, because Lisa's from Canada. It's like a pin. And there's also, where did I put it? I'm trying to figure out where I put it, but oh, there's also this. This is so cool. This is super cute, but when I opened it, it is a portrait. So like you can like set it, and it's magnets. So that's so cool. You can put like your threaders and stuff in here. I love it so much. It's so pretty. Thank you so much. And then what else did I get? Denise from my table gave us this pack. It has candy in it, which I'm gonna be eating, with her card, Black Ribbon Stitch Studios. She crocheted this really cute pin cushion. Look at that. It's so cute. And then I also received a really, really nice, thoughtful gift from Sarah from Memphis, Sarah E. So Sarah got me, sorry, I'm like all over the place. I don't know where I put the pen. It came with a pen too. But first of all, I got this really cute notebook. Look how pretty. Now I can write down all my notes while I watch Flosstube so I know what to get. And then, where did it go? She made me these. So what came with it is this scissors, which is really pretty. I love the chrome. And it came with this scissor fob that she made specifically for me. It says, trying to show this to you, it's B and it's a cupcake. This is so pretty. Thank you so much, Sarah. I really love this. It's so thoughtful. Oh, and she said that, so here she dropped like a penny that's supposed to keep frogs away. So definitely could use this. I had to frog a bunch of my stuff over the weekend, but it goes to show how much fun I had. Okay, so those were all the goodies that I received, I think. If I find anything else, I will show it to you. So yeah, basically they did so much. Let me show you. So we had like the brag tables. Yes, I said tables because there were so many finishes, and like you don't even have to finish your project. There was actually some that are not finished that you can also put up, and it was just amazing seeing everyone's works. There were a lot over there that I like never thought I would stitch, and seeing them stitched in person was amazing. But I just want to quickly show you the items that I brought. If you've been watching my Flosstube for a while, this is not new. But for those that are new, by the way, welcome to my channel. But for those that are new, you might have seen this. So I basically bought 5. So first of all, I brought out Christmas Elf Fairy that I stitched last year. This is from part of that kit from... it's not Witchell, the other company. I'm stitching the other one right now, but yeah, this is using like the all fancy flosses from Classic Colorworks, and then there's Krynex and beads. But yeah, this is Christmas Elf Fairy. I also brought out Halloween Fairy with the lady with the bag. Really pretty, and I know a bunch of you are stitching this right now as well. So pretty. I also brought out Buttercup that I also finished, I believe. I don't remember when I finished Buttercup. I think it's this year. But yeah, Buttercup. And then my very first Mirabilia, Athena. She was my first one. The one that started it all. Athena, I love her. And my latest Mirabilia finish, Santa's Magic. So it was so fun. Oh, thank you guys for coming up to me during the retreat. That was very sweet. I know how much courage it takes to walk up to people, so I really appreciate it. I've enjoyed meeting every single one of you, so shout out to all of you, Rhonda, Jamie, Margaret, Donetta. I'm sorry if I missed anyone else, but that was so sweet. A lot of you came up and told me how much you liked my Paris haul video. That was also really awesome. I honestly was kind of scared when I posted that video because I didn't want people to think I'm crazy. But I also wanted to show you my haul. So I'm so glad that a lot of you have enjoyed it. A lot of you have also come up to talk to us about Sew to Stitch. So I'm really glad that you guys love that design and that, you know, you're stitching it and enjoying it. So really happy, so happy to meet all of you. So thank you again. And you know, if I see you again, like in our retreat, you know, feel free to like say hi. I'm definitely gonna try to say hi to everybody that I've met along the way. Okay, So, trying to figure out how to do this next. Okay, so at the retreat, I tried not to bring too many projects because I wasn't sure I was gonna be stitching a lot. So I brought my Velky Patoki table stand, so that I have a holder. That actually worked out really well. I also used Good Notes for marking up my pattern. I was on the free trial during Stitch Retreat because I wanted to see how it is. It was actually really great. You literally just take a picture of the chart, like a clear version, and then you can just start highlighting. That was really good because you don't have to turn it into a PDF or anything. Like, you can just take a picture of the chart as an image and then just start highlighting. So that came really helpful for me, so I didn't have to make a photocopy or anything like that. So in terms of projects, I think so what I ended up bringing, I did bring a non-Mirabilia in case I didn't feel like stitching a Mirabilia, but I ended up not touching it. But this was it. I'll talk about it on like my other Flosstube, but this is Midnight Watch from Blackbird Designs. And yeah, I didn't pick it up, so I ended up touching it. The two that I ended up starting are like working on. So first of all, I ended up, I brought out Garden Party from Mirabilia because I wanted to work on it because I started this with Sarah from Memphis area and I knew she was gonna be there. So this is Garden Party, and I didn't make that much progress, so this is what I have so far. So, oh, someone also gave me this. I don't have the name, but she told me that her husband helped make this needle minder. Isn't that cool? It's a butterfly. This is my progress so far. I love this fabric. I think that the lanterns really pop. I also saw this stitch, so it was amazing. The only issue I've had with Garden Party the issue I ran into Garden Party this weekend was because I picked a much darker fabric, the skin color does not look good. And so I actually did stitch a lot more. There used to be a face here, but the face was coming out really creepy. So I ended up frogging the face. I actually got some really good tips. I was sitting next to another table, and her name is Nora, also Nora White, and she gave me some tips on how to, how to lay my stitches flat and all of that stuff. So appreciate it. I'm going to I ended up just frogging it because she basically told me like, oh, I think like this portion, like, yeah, maybe you should take it out and restitch because the other section actually looks better. But I wasn't feeling the color. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try to do a skin conversion on this one. I'm actually going to take the skin color from La Capati from Bella Filipina and use that so that it's more of my skin color. I think it will look better compared to like the skin color on this one because it's coming out like super stark white. I was joking to Sarah that like maybe it can be like a Halloween theme and I'll make it like a mask so it looks it looks more like a zombie or something, but I didn't want to. I think I'm gonna try that first. So yeah, that was fun. And then I had a new start during the retreat, and it is Thanksgiving Fairy. Thanksgiving Fairy. It was again one of those holiday collections. So this is it, Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy. This is the Fairy Holiday Collection number 6, again using fancy flosses. If I could find that project, I would show you my progress. I have so much stuff in here, I can't keep my head straight. Where did it go? I just had it earlier. But yeah, I ended up stitching quite a bit on that one. It was really, it starts out fast. So I did have like, I did try to figure out like what fabric I was going to use for that, because I wasn't sure what fabric to get. And this project is hiding. Seriously. Where did it go? Sorry. Let me find it. Oh, I found it. Sorry. So this is my project on that. This is actually quite a lot of progress for over the weekend because I talked so much. But yeah, this is the Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy. It was really cool. I'm excited. This is all classic colorworks. So, you know what? I missed out on a few freebies. Sorry about that. So, Grace Notes Fabrics at the end of Sunday ended up giving us like these ornaments charts. So I actually got like a purple one that's linen, but someone received Ada and they don't stitch in Ada, so she was going around the different tables to see if anyone would want to swap with her. And you know what, I don't think I'm gonna stitch on anything this small anyway, so I just ended up switching. So, and then I got these, which are Adas. I'm totally okay with this. This is kind of more on the bluer side, and I picked this up because my sister started cross stitching, so in case she wants to stitch something small, she can have these. So yeah, I thought it was a good trade. And the lady was so happy. I was like, of course, it's not a problem at all. And then I can't believe I forgot about this, but I got, I'm so bad, but Amber gave me this, like this thread bed from Sheba Designs. So she picked it up. I'm already using it, but she got me this. So thank you, Amber. Okay, so those were the so those were the things that I ended up stitching. Oh, this living room is a hot mess. Okay, so going back to all of the fun stuff, just so much. Basically, this is the pattern that I ended up winning from the giveaway. It's a Nora Corbett called Gardenia, and it's part of the Spring Garden Party collection. I absolutely was so happy I won this. I actually won this while I was working, so I had no idea. I went back to my table and I was like, oh, did anybody like lose their chart? And they were like, no, you won this chart. So I'm really happy. I actually don't have her, so that was really fun. And then I did some shopping. But before we talk about shopping, so I mentioned I have like some really funny stories. So everything was really cool. We had like a photo booth at Queen City. So first of all, like I said, sorry I'm all over the place. So this would have been Saturday. We had the Q&A with Nora, which was really cool. I was really surprised. Okay, I was like very happy to see how nice and, you know, humble she was during the entire retreat. Like, she was very pleasant. I was very happy about that. And the stories that she told us during the retreat, that was really great. Like the tiger lily story, that was really sweet. You know, seeing like the fact that she was basically like homeless when she was living in a commune with her kids when she drew that, and that every time she sees that design, she's like, hey, we're still here. That was like really touching. I That was really nice. I got to also talk to her afterwards, so that was really nice. I'm very excited for future releases. And okay, so they were basically doing like table calls, so when you meet Nora, and I was working and I was in a frantic mood because my I basically got text messages from my table mates and was like, hey, we're up, like, where are you? I could not find Garden Party. I wanted her to sign Garden Party. I could not freaking find my pattern. Like, I don't know where I stashed it at that time, but I wanted her to sign something, so I ended up having her sign the retreat piece. So this is it. She got a little distracted while she was like trying to do mine. Because I told her I'm from SF, and she was trying to like tell me the story of like when she was there for a bit and she got distracted, and she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like like when she was like signing, there was like a small typo in here, but it's like, you know what I mean. But yeah, she was really nice, managed to get like a group picture. Denise was so funny. We were gonna do a group picture and she was like, hold up, I haven't gotten that picture yet. So it was really funny. My table mates were so funny. We also did the photo booth pictures. So here's like the table 4 picture. I'm kind of bummed Amber missed this one because she was getting a tattoo. But yeah, this was a majority of us, table 4, really cute. And then Amber finally got there and I got a group picture with her and Jordan. They're basically my stitching besties. So I was so happy to get this picture. It was so cool. I loved it. Okay, so some funny stories. I had a really great time at the retreat. Bojangles. You know how I said I love Bojangles. Okay, Bojangles was really good, but oh my god, their service is freaking terrible. On Saturday, I wanted to do like a quick dinner because we were supposed to be back at 7 to take our group picture. So Amber and I got there at 6. Got there at the counter and no one was greeting us. Like, no one came to take our order. We were there for like 5 minutes. Literally, this girl making the biscuits was just like making the biscuits, staring at us. Yeah. She was just making the biscuits and didn't like acknowledge us. Basically, like, probably in her head, like, oh, this is not my job, I'm just here to make the biscuits. And there's like people on the side and they were just prioritizing the drive-thru. We were there for at least 5 minutes on the counter and no one was there to tell it. Like, I know they've seen us, we made eye contact. So finally I told Amber, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna order online because I think it's better, like it's faster. So it took so long, I actually ordered online, right? And then Amber just asked me to order her. So I ended up placing 2 orders. And then it says like, okay, it will be ready in 6 minutes. I was like, okay, cool. So we sat down for 6 minutes and then got up on the counter when it says like, okay, your order should be ready. Goes up the counter. I could see they haven't made our food. So, and you know, they kind of look like they were short-staffed. And so I was like, okay. And I told her, I was like, oh, you know, it looks like they're short-staffed, so we could probably like wait for like another 5 minutes. This dude next to me was like waiting there for the last hour and he was so mad. He was just like, I placed my order an hour ago and I still haven't gotten it. And then this lady next to Amber was like, I'm from the drive-thru. I ordered my 4 steak biscuits. Where are they? And like, she's like, I came from the drive-thru, okay? Which by that time, you know, like they're slow because like this lady came from the drive-thru and she went inside to go see what's happening. Their order didn't come for like another 5 minutes. And we were also just waiting for our order. And they turned to me and they were like, what'd you order? And I told her, and they walked up to the counter and they were like, well, I only see 1 ticket. And I said like, no, I placed 2 orders. And I showed her the number. And she's like, okay, I got it. She printed out my 2 tickets and then she went to the back. So I said, okay, cool, they're gonna work on it. Nope, they did not work on it, okay? Basically, 25 minutes in, Erin and Angela from the retreat comes. And they were like, we just gave them a heads up, like, hey, like, it might be faster for you to order online. And they ended up also just waiting. And then they finally ordered. And you know what? They fucking got their food. Sorry for the F-bomb. They got their food like 3 minutes after they ordered. I was so pissed because I was like, where is my order? I ordered at 6. At this time, it was like close to 6:30. I'm okay waiting for my food. But what I'm not okay is skipping my food. It's not like I ordered, like, it's not like Amber and I ordered something crazy. We literally ordered chicken nuggets, chicken tenders. And I could see it, right? So I was starting to get irritated. I was like, okay, how did they get their food first? Like, this is stupid. And then there was like a family over there, like next to us. And they were like, yeah, like their food is good, but God, they just lollygag all the time. And Amber trying to trying to see, Amber is so good. She's trying to like see the best of everything. She was like, she saw them start packing this like order, which was also chicken tenders. But I saw that they put fries in it. And she was like, oh, I think that's our order. And I was like, no, it's not. We did not order fries. And she's like, oh, well, maybe we can take what we can get. And I was like, no, Amber, we don't have Bojangles on the West Coast. We are going to get what we paid for. So I was like, I was getting really angry. And this guy next to me started laughing because she was just like, oh my God, you really want Bojangles? And I was like, we're from the West Coast. We don't have Bojangles. We have Popeyes and Chick-fil-A, which Amber apparently has never had Popeyes. You're not really missing out. Jollibee is better, but I'm biased. Anyway, the family got their food and I was just like, hey, are you working on our order? Like, we're waiting. At that time, it was already like 6:40. Okay, we have been there for 40 minutes waiting for our chicken tenders. And you know what they said? They go, what'd you order again? And I was like, what do you mean? You have our tickets. You printed it twice. Like, I saw you print it twice. And then the lady was like, well, you know, we probably dropped it or gave your food to someone else. And apparently Amber heard them say like, and we might do it again, like in like a really low voice. So finally, they make one of them, right? They make one of them. It was Amber's. And before they even made it, she said, and what did you get on the side? And I was like, it's coleslaw. So I was like there's one order of 3 pieces with coleslaw. So I gave it to Amber. And proceeded to make the next one, which I thought was mine. No, it's not. They did not make mine. So I came back. I was so pissed off. I was like, excuse me, are you going to make my order? It's like, and you know what they did? They turned around to me and said, what'd you order? And at that point, I was just like, am I in like a show? Like, what is happening? And I was like so pissed. Like, I was actually like starting to get really yelly because I was so mad and I was hangry. And so I was like, I ordered a 5-piece chicken tenders with the potato rounds. And then she was like, oh, yeah, the potatoes are coming in like a minute. And like, so I was just like mean mugging them the entire time by now. And then while this is happening, one of the workers literally walks out the door and they were like trying to chase him. They were like, where are you going? And the dude literally goes, bye. They left. I finally got my order after that. By the time I got my order, it was like about 6:50. So it was almost there for an hour. I was so pissed. But also I was just dying about what happened. I was like, Bojangles, you're so lucky your food is good, but that service was freaking terrible. I hated it. But yeah, we were laughing about that the entire night, especially because I was making the motions about the biscuits. It was like hilarious. Okay, so and then another funny thing that happened during the retreat, there was a brag table at the end. I didn't really browse until the last day, but as I was browsing, I found the funniest pattern ever. It is called the Potties in Pastel collection. And look, they are just portraits of little booties. Like, look at this kid taking a potty. this one is like peeking. And then in the back, there's like a bunch of other ones. There's like dad in wet shorts. There's like a little booty over here trying to like get in the tub. There's like one where I was like staring at it and I was like, why is that little kid sniffing that dude's butt? It was really funny. So I was browsing it and I started giggling, and Denise was next to me. And I was like, Denise, I found the cutest patterns. Like, these are hilarious. And then she quietly goes, yeah, I know, I put that there. Yeah, so I ended up picking this up. I was like, no, I'm gonna stitch this for you, because she's like, I never stitched this. You can tell how old this pattern is. Just, you know, some of these did not age well. It's a little white boy in an Indian outfit. But yeah, this is quite old. You know how old this is? Denise told me she put the date on it when she got it. Look at that. 1983. This book is 40 years old. Oh, it's hilarious. Okay, if you saw on the last day at the end of the night, Table 4 was giggling so hard, it's because we were looking at this. Maggie had a great idea of making this a round robin for Denise, and I'm kind of into that, so I'm gonna probably stitch this for her. I already have a fabric in mind. I think it would look really good in a Rolando fabric. Oh, I love it. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I got from the freebie table. And of course I went shopping. I didn't think I was gonna go shopping because there were just, you know, it was Grace Notes and Sheba Designs. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna definitely grab some project bags for Melissa because I'm obsessed. And then maybe I'll browse fabrics because I don't really need any more fabrics. Yeah, I went crazy. Okay, so first of all, I pre-ordered the fabric bags from Melissa. These are the exclusive retreat project bags, and these are huge. So when I placed my order, I said I wanted it to fit an 11 by 11 Q snap. So this is quite big. It's so beautiful. So I got both of them because I did not want to have to choose which fabric I want. So I got this one, which is like the red and pink. And then I got this one, the more neutral one. It's so pretty. So this was the pre-orders. And then I was so good. I ended up just buying 2 more fabric bags. I basically got this one. It's a tulip pink, and this is what, this matches that thread bed that Amber got me. But this is a tulip pink fabric bag that I received. Look how cute that is. I have the blue one, so I wanted the pink one. So I picked this one up. And then I picked up this one, which has my Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy. This one is so cute. It's like Halloween and fall theme, like really cute pink pumpkins. And this, so that was really cute. So pretty. So I got those for my fabric bags. And then I went crazy at Gross Notes fabric. I was joking that that is why John, Mr. Grace Notes, actually knows my name and Corinne, because I bought so much stuff from Grace Notes that I was not expecting. This is what happens when I get left by myself. Never leave me at a retreat because you never know what I end up buying. Okay, so first of all, I bought this pattern called Sunrise Laguna Mermaid. It's so pretty. I ended up getting this, and I picked up 2 of the water lilies. I don't know where the other water lily is, but this is one of them, which is Pine Forest. Oh, and I got this freebie Grace Notes fabric needle minder from my order. That was really cool. These are, by the way, fabrics I bought for the retreat piece, but I didn't end up starting it. But this is my fabric that I'm choosing for it. They all look really good, so I'm still thinking about it. These are Nicholas Flamel's. Okay, for my fabric. You all ready? How about? Okay. I think I did well, okay? I said I cannot go and buy any more 32 or 28 because my stash is full. No more. So if I were to buy a fabric, I'm going to try to stick to neutrals, and it has to be at least 36 or 40 count because I'm starting to stitch on those counts and I want to make sure that they are good to go. So I think I did mostly well. There are some colors in here, but I just couldn't pass them up. So first of all, I got this one, Amanda. I got this on a 40 count. This is really pretty. Denise was looking at this and she loved it. So I also wanted one. So I picked one up for 40 count. This is so pretty, Amanda. I also picked up a fat quarter of this fabric called Peaches and Cream. So pretty. Kind of matches my sweatshirt actually. I also picked up a fat quarter of Agua Fresca. So I picked this up because I thought that the Logana mermaid will look good on it. Wow, we shall see maybe. And then I got a fat quarter of Mojito Smoothie. So I actually put this back twice and I felt so bad. So the night before, I think it was Friday, I bought some fabrics and I picked this up. But at that time, Mojito Smoothie was a fat half. And I was like, okay, I already got like 3 fat halves in my arm. I cannot buy another one. I don't have a need for it to be a fat half. And so I heard John say like, oh, we can cut it tomorrow. So I was just like, okay, like if I see it again as a fat quarter, I will go ahead and do it. So I was actually Saturday, I finished browsing. I didn't see this. So I thought someone picked it up already. And so I was in line and then I saw John put it and I quickly grabbed it and I was like, mine. So yeah, this is Mojito Smoothie. Really pretty. Fat quarter. And then I got this pumpkin pie. Oh, it's gorgeous. This is also a fat quarter. I originally bought this as a fat half and then I split it with Jordan. This is so pretty. Fat half. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a 36 count. Let's see. The Mojito Smoothie is 40. The Agua Fresca is 40. Oh, and Peaches and Cream is 42. So I'm doing good in the 40s. Okay, and then I picked up 3 fat halves because I do have quite I have a bunch of patterns that I need like larger pieces from. So first of all, this is Fermata, fat half of Fermata on 36 count. I just thought this looks amazing. Fermata. I saw Amber pick this up and I wanted one too, so I went ahead and also got one. This is beautiful. I also bought this like pinkish neutral color. Another fat half. This is Swiss Mocha. It is so pretty. Another fat half. This is on 40 count. I love this. And then lastly, I got Pistachio Frappe, 36 count fat half. So I really love these. This is like greenish gray. I don't have the best lighting right now because it's very gloomy, but yeah, those were my haul. It was so lovely meeting Melissa because I've really enjoyed her bags. Like, I think 80% of my bags are Sheba designs, and I will continue to purchase no matter how many bags I have. They're so pretty. I love it. She's so talented. And John and Corinne from Grace Notes Fabric are also amazing. They are so nice. John actually gave me like a history of Grace Notes fabrics and the names on it, which is basically like Corinne is a piano teacher, so a lot of their like fabric names are musical terms. And then he's like, I have 3 daughters, so like so the fabric of the month clubs are based off like drinks, you know, and then they're like some of these like the actual names, whereas a name is actually family members. So that was really nice. I love meeting all of them. They were so sweet. I asked for a bunch of stuff to be cut in fat quarters from fat halves, and it was so funny because every time John goes, oh, just tell me which side you want to keep, and I was like, oh no, I'm keeping all of them, I just need you to cut them into quarters. Oh, I almost forgot. I won one of the games. And I was so excited. I won this. I won a Color and Cotton gift bag. So I've never had a Color and Cotton fabric because I cannot get into it. Every time I try to buy one, they're out of stock. I can't get into any of the fabric of the month clubs because they're fully they're just full. I even try to get on the thread club. They're always full. They're just like not able to, you can't get your hands on it unless you go to the store. So I won this fabric. It's a fat quarter, 32 count Mojave linen. And I got 3 fancy flosses. So I got Tadpole, Red Fox, and Barn Red. So the game that I won was basically the game Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Oh yeah, because we didn't do anything Sunday, duh. But basically the game was like, you play it on your phone, and it was like, guess the Mirabilia Nora Corbett pattern. And it was like 10 questions, and it's basically like each question is like a picture of the pattern, then you have 4 choices and you have to pick the right one. And I was so nervous. First of all, I really wanted to win a prize because it said Color and Cotton, and I really wanted it. So I told my table, I was like, nobody talk to me, I need to concentrate. Some of those questions were hard. Like one of them was like the bewitching pixies, and they were like, which one is this? And I was like, oh my god, I have that pattern. Is it Gigi or is it Eva? And I had to like really think because I always get those mixed up. And then I was in second place for a very long time, but you know, when you're in second place, you could easily get knocked down to third. And Melissa from Sheba Designs was like on my butt. Like she was like only a few points away from me. So I was just like trying so hard not to like click the wrong one. The last one was also hard because I don't have the pattern and I couldn't remember. I just know it was like some kind of like moon. And there were 2 choices, Moon Garden and Moon Glow. And luckily I picked the right one. And I won. I was so nervous. So on the, like every time, like every question, like you can see the rankings, like the top, I think 20, like you can see the ranking. And like I stayed in second for a very long time. And then I jumped to second for a while. And then on the last question, I was so sad because like my name like moved, and I thought I got knocked down because it took a while for me to guess Moon Glow. But then I ended up winning. So I was so happy. Yeah. That is really the end of my video. I just want to say that was my very first retreat. I didn't know what to expect. but that exceeded whatever expectations I had in my head. That was amazing. I think if you ever had a chance to go to a retreat, I highly do recommend that you go. The retreat was very friendly. Everyone was said hi, so you know, you never really felt like you're there by yourself. You know, there's like no pressure to do anything. You could come and go as you please. They did give out like schedules in case you don't want to miss something, so that one was really cool. So I do hope that I get to see you all at whatever retreat we go to in the future. My next one is Stitch West on Friday at Salt Lake City. So please come and say hi. I am going to the other Stitch West retreat in April. I just paid my spot. That will be in April, and it's going to be in Ogden, Utah, which is 30 minutes from Salt Lake. But what's really fun is right across from Shepherd's Bush. So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. Please let me know if I met you at the retreat and I forgot to mention you. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I will post my regular update video soon. And yeah, hope to see you all soon next time. Thanks. Bye.